everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Toasted Sushi Podcast. And if you haven't understood by my voice already, I'm sick. Yeah, this is a sick boy episode. I have like a really blocked up nose, so my voice is all like weird. But it ain't stopping me from recording. So yeah, the main reason I'm actually not taking a break is because like I took a break before this. Like I took a month-long break, and I was like, I don't want to do it again because like you take a break once, it's so difficult to get back up to it. So I was like, you know what? Let's just push through it. I'm currently feeling a lot better than I was like yesterday. So yeah, I was like, yeah, since I'm a lot better and I actually have shit to talk about, let's just do the episode. Let's just record this. So, and how did this shit happen? I guess it all started like on Saturday evening when I came home, and I was just like feeling a bit under the weather. So I was like, you know what, let's just chill out today. I didn't play a lot either. Like, I played Apex a little bit. Yeah, I got back onto Apex, so I played Apex Legends a little bit, and I just turned it off and just watched YouTube and just slept after a while. And Sunday morning, I had to go out on Sunday for a movie and stuff with a friend that I was meeting like nearly 6 months later. And like, even though I was feeling a bit fucked up, I did not want to cancel out on her because, like, it's been 6 months and cancel it. So I was like, you know what, let's tough it up, let's take some meds and just go. And that is what I did. I went, we watched a movie, we had shawarma, stuff, had a lot of fun. At the end, when coming back, I got onto the train and all the, what's the fucking happiness chemical that your brain fires in you, it wore off, and all the, you could say, weakness and shit, it came in, and I was like, holy shit, I need to go home because I'm a fucking pass out. And legit, like yesterday, I don't remember shit. Like I just remember that I got onto the train, got off it, got a rickshaw, got off it, came home, took a bath, slept. That's all I remember. I don't remember shit. It's all a blur. So like that happened, and yeah, but I'd say to an extent it was worth it because I got to have a good time. It was a lot of fun, and it also led to one of the topics that I want to talk about on this episode. So it got me content, so it's worth it. But yeah, then last night I was like really fucked up. Like my throat was all sore. Like I had a very bad sore throat, and like my nose was like really fucking. And then last night I was just like really fucked up, and yeah, I just slept. I had some food and slept. Woke up this morning and I was not feeling the best. I'm still pretty weak. I was really weak today morning, so I was like, you know what, I'll take a day off work and I'll just recuperate. And I'm trying. I mean, I have to go to work tomorrow anyway, so like, fingers crossed, by tomorrow morning I'm a lot better. At least like I have most of my energy back by tomorrow. That is Tuesday. I'm recording this on Monday, which I was actually going to record on Sunday. So yeah, fuck. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, fingers crossed for tomorrow. I hope I can do work and then go home and edit tomorrow as well and upload this tomorrow itself. Other than that, yes, the shit I want to talk about. First thing is, yes, I watched a movie yesterday. Specifically, I watched Transformers 1. And I'll just gotta say, like, I heard a lot of shit about like, oh, the movie's not gonna be that good. But trust me, that shit was fucking good. Like after Transformers Prime, this is one of the best pieces of Transformers media I've seen. Like in movies and entertainment stuff. Of course, the games like War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron are amazing, but like in series wise, the Bay movies were good. The first three, that is. Age of Extinction was alright. Last Night was shit. Rise of the Beasts, I don't like it. Bumblebee was alright. I've never really liked a lot after that point. Transformers Prime was like childhood for me. Like I grew up on Transformers Prime. And yeah, like watching Transformers 1 after that, the first time I think they've properly shown an origin story as a movie. So like I loved that. I think the first time after G1 and shit, like it on the big screen we're getting to see like a proper representation of Optimus Prime and Megatron's origin stories, or like Orion Pax in T16, their origin story. I'll just say, dude, Chris Hemsworth, he did a good job as a young Optimus, or like as a Orion Pax. Did a great job. Like in the ending, he also did some sort of a Peter Cullen esque voice for Optimus Prime. That was decent. He did well, so I'm happy with what I've seen, and I'm definitely waiting for a sequel. There were a lot of callbacks to old movies, the series, a lot of Transformers names just in there. Like, we got to see so many bots, so many of them. Like, Darkwing was a part of it, Starscream, Shockwave, Soundwave, all like in their G1, uh, like the OG, you could say, like appearances. And like, we got to see Jazz, and we didn't see them, but we saw the names. Like, we saw the name of Mirage, Cliff Jumper, like a lot of them. I'm sad that, in the, also spoiler alert, I will talk about the movie a little bit more. But so yeah, I should have put this in the beginning, but it is what it is, whatever. So in the Icon 5000, the race, I wish they show two more guys who are known to be like two to three, even three, like people like Hot Rod or fucking Sideswipe, Knockout, and this guy Shockwave, not Shockwave, Smokescreen. All these guys, I wish we could have seen them. We heard about, like, we know that Ratchet is also there, because like there was a scene where we saw like paging Dr. Ratchet or like something, contacting Dr. Ratchet or something. So, like, that was a nice little thing. I liked it. We also saw Alpha Trion, one of the original 13 primes, really cool. Then like all the designs, like looking at the G1 designs come to life like in such a good way. Like, the animation is so good. Like, watching the G1 designs like that is so good. I loved it. And like, that's the thing. This was just the first movie. This has barely even scratched the surface of it. Because if you have seen Follow Cybertron, there's some shit. War for Cybertron and Follow Cybertron, there is shit coming up. Like, these are things that I want to see. One, the Optimus Prime and Jetfire combine from Transformers Armada, where Optimus literally like halfway transforms and Jetfire goes half transformation and combines with Optimus. That one, not the movie one. I don't like the movie one as much. Second, Metroplex. I want to see Metroplex. I want to see him so bad. Like, an entire Cybertronian city just going into one bot, giant ass bot. It's so cool. So yeah, I want to see Metroplex. And it'll be amazing to see more of the primes and shit. And Dinobots and Predacons. I'd love to see a Dinobot or a Predacon. Grimlock, Predaking, anyone. To be honest, any one of them would be fine. Or like, people, bots like the Combiner. I don't remember his name, but he was in Revenge of the Fallen, I think, the big one. Who the like where the five Devastator. Yeah, Devastator. Yeah, I'd like to see Devastator. Motormaster is a cool one. Then other bots, like, just so many shit. There's so much shit to come in. Like, they can use this so well. And it was one of the first time that in movies it gave Transformers like proper like attention. Like, this wasn't about humans. Like, there was no human aspect in this, and that's what we needed. I think that is what is the best way to show it. Like, Prime feels like it could be Transformers Prime literally feels like it could be a sequel to this. Transformers 1 could be like a prequel to Transformers Prime. It's that well designed, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But Transformers 1 was really amazing. A solid 8.5 to 9 out of 10, even. Like every single character, we got to see like niche characters like Arachnid in a major role. And of course, Sentinel was also like the villain. Sentinel Prime, so-called Prime. Yeah, he was the main villain of the series, and then for the movie. And then eventually D16 goes full bad guy and Megatron. Like, I loved the entire like sequence in the end, where like there was this one scene where D16 is about to shoot Sentinel, and Optimus Orion jumps in front of the shot, and Orion gets shot in the chest in his near his spark, and he dies. It should. But like, when I watched that scene, it resembles the scene from Transformers Prime where Bumblebee jumps in and he shot instead of, I think, like, it was, and like Bumblebee gets shot in Transformers Prime on Megatron's ship. Like, it felt a lot similar to that shot. So like, I was like, that looks nice. That's nice. That's a little nice thing that I found out. So like, yeah, it was really good. And then the whole sequence of D16 becoming Megatron and Orion Pax becoming Optimus Prime, Like it happens at the same time. It was so well done. It was so well made, so amazing. I can't say more about this. Also, fuck IGN for giving it a 5 out of 10. What the hell, IGN? What kind of shitty reviews are you doing? Like, dude, you can't give a movie like that 5 out of 10. That's stupid. Anyway, Transformers 1 was amazing. I loved it. I can't wait for the sequel, which is coming. So I can't wait for it. Which I hope is coming. I don't know if it's coming. I hope it is. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it was amazing. Moving on, Valorant. Sentinels two of Sentinels players retired, Tens and Sasi. So I'm interested in seeing what Sentinels does now, because they have two open spots now. So like I'm interested in seeing who they bring in for the two of those spots. And yeah, I'm interested in watching VCT. Tens was always a great player, and he can't be replaced in VCT. He was like the poster kid of NA Valorant. So like yeah, the poster kid's gone. Now it's time for a new one to be born. Ooh, right. Other than that, Formula One. Unfortunately, the Singapore GP happened, and it unfortunately might be the last race for our favorite driver, Daniel Ricciardo. So yeah, it has been like roaming around that Daniel Ricciardo might get switched out for Liam Lawson for the rest of the year. And as much as it is, like, I am sad for the guy. Like, I wish he could have done better. Like, as much as it is, like, he hasn't been showing the best. Peak Daniel Ricciardo was different. This is a different Daniel Ricciardo. This is not the same person. And whoever says like, oh, if he would have done better if he got the Red Bull seat, no, he wouldn't. It is what it is. This is not the same person that won Monaco in 2018. This is not that same person. This is not the same person who has 8 podium wins, who has 8 race wins, 32 podiums. This is not that same person. So that is what it is. But I am so, like, there was this one moment where the race ended, like at the end of the race, where suddenly Daniel, who was in last place, 18th, because two of them retired, 18th, or Daniel was 18th, and suddenly we just saw fastest lap. Daniel Ricciardo in probably the last race, his last race of Formula One, did a fastest lap. And like there was a part where they tell Max about it, because Lando was in his fastest lap and he came first. Also, big up McLaren for like stepping it up. McLaren's like second place in constructors championship, so amazing. So yeah, they tell Max that your own pal Daniel just got the fastest lap, and you can just see Max saying thank you, Daniel. And like it's such an emotional scene, because to an extent even Max knows that this might be his last race, and he took a point away from Lando, so Max is thankful to Daniel that. And then like the whole post race interview with Daniel, the how he sat extra time in the car before getting out, while everyone was getting out, he didn't, because he was savoring the moment, because this might be even he knows that it might be his last time driving a Formula One car. So like that was a really sad moment. I mean, of course, I hope to see Daniel again, but you never know, man. This is a sport where you need to perform a lot better to stick, and or you just need a fuck ton of money. Like look at Lance Stroll. He doesn't deserve that. He's only there because of daddy's money. He's only there because Lawrence Stroll lets him. He calls himself faster than Fernando. Are you fucking stupid, Lance? Nobody likes you. Nobody likes him. None of I don't think any of the drivers like him. No one likes him. I don't know where all this fucking ego comes from. Like he crashes his car nearly every other race. He's that bad at it. Like Daniel deserves to be there and Lance doesn't, but because of daddy's money, Lance gets to be here and Danny doesn't. So yeah, it's just fair. I mean, life is an unfair game, dog. This is what happens. And I love the fact that when you get something like a fucking cut, a big ass cut, or you like bang your hand or something somewhere, you just walk it off. I usually just walk it off, like because like you're just like, oh whatever, fuck it, I can walk it off. But then you get a cold and it just destroys you absolutely. It's like that meme that goes around, that, oh, I fractured my hand, walk it off, gets a fever or a cold, help me, I'm dying. But yeah, it's just be careful, people. The There's like viral fevers going around a lot, and yeah, be careful. Don't get a cold. I'm fucking struggling right now. Okay. Yeah, and I'll probably just end the episode here because I'm fucking tired. So I'll see you guys in the next episode sooner, probably. So yeah.